The townspeople came to a funeral for a man who didn't go to meeting, but his wife did. And he might have professed at one time and then stopped. I'm not sure of the story, but anyways, he died not going to meeting. Anyways, the worker, Gilbert Richter, and another worker had the meeting and at the funeral. And there were probably 200 people, mixed friends and mixed townspeople, because it was a small town. And we were all in the auditorium, and the workers came at the very, very last minute and kind of got out of the car. Anyways, Pam and a lot of the townspeople were kind of lining the sidewalk of the fire hall. And when he came in, he had a trench coat on, and it was kind of flapping. And she said, Kathleen, the sense of evil and darkness was so strong, we fell back. We fell back as he walked through this, walked through to the door. And she said it had a scent. She said it had a scent. And it was like a wind, and it just pushed them back. And these were all believers, and they didn't know what was going on. They were kind of freaked out. And she didn't even tell me about this until about maybe 2 years ago. I had no idea. In that same funeral, Gilbert spoke about how there wasn't any room in heaven for bad wheat seed. There wasn't room in the granary for bad wheat seed, and heaven was the granary. And his wife and his grandchildren were wailing like uncontrollable, crying, loud, really loud. It was the most disturbing funeral I've ever been to. It was hateful, just hateful. It was not about that man's life. It was about him not following the tenets of the 2x2 culture and saying no. The townspeople were just astonished and really, really, really traumatized by it. And it didn't do anything to make them want to become part of the 2x2 culture. I mean, it was such a, it was disgusting. And our pastor, our new pastor, was there. He wanted to see what it was like and how the workers talked. And he said, Kathleen and Craig, it's like it was a heathen funeral with no hope offered anybody. I said, yeah, I know. It's what we grew up in.